Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This is going to be just a quick collective reading for those guided here. I do consider these readings timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that it is the right time for you. Alright, we're going to get right into it, just tapping into this collective. If you'd like to join in this collective reading, simply tap that like button, share the video out, drop it in the comments, engage with the video in some way. Everybody take a deep breath. Alright, this is actually one of my favorite energies out here. The land between speaks of a place where you're not quite in one world or reality. You still have, you're on your way to a new dimension, if you will, a new pathway. But you might be, you still got one foot over here. There's a hesitancy here. 40 breaks down to a 4, which represents stability, structure. I'm hearing safety. Yeah, this is an energy of being between worlds. It's what was and what will be. It's a time of waiting and evolving. There's something still developing here. You're in the process of change. You know that you were called into it and can no longer be who you were, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. You're in between what was and what could be, in like that pupal stage, like during the metamorphosis of the caterpillar into the butterfly. You can't just skip the messy parts here. You have to endure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You have one foot in the past. Even if you're ready to shed that version of yourself and become something new, you still got a foot in the past. It's a good time to start redefining who you are in the context of your question. What do you believe is possible when you get to the next place? Can you explore that stage of your evolution to get to know yourself better? The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you probably with grace, right? Because you can't go any faster. This is a real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, humility. But once you've made this no man land your home, it'll be part of you. Then whatever was set in motion comes to life. This is what you've been waiting for. I feel like when you look back, you'll grow to love the place in between, because that's where you are reborn. And we've got Let It Go, which flew out on the floor, which to me is a reversal. There's something here with healing some resentments. Letting go of victimhood. Cutting the ties that bind you to some kind of destructive story, perhaps. This is about releasing pain so that you can move into the next lesson it offers. And also relinquishing the need to be right. There's times in your life when you've got to just forgive. Otherwise, you become a hostage to your own damn anger. Or frustration. Or disappointments, resentments. It's not about condoning bad behavior or minimalizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so that you don't carry the burden on anymore. If you don't forgive, then those old hurts fester and become distorted, and that causes you pain over and over again, right? You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut those cords, those invisible cords attaching you to that situation, preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind or speak of it with your homies, right? And rather than allow this to repeat, Spirit's saying, surrender, drop the situation to your higher power. Hand it over. And now is the time for some radical forgiveness here. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Ho'oponopono. The Hawaiian prayer or practice. It's a simple prayer that is a really beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. It's, I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's based on the idea that we're all responsible for the reality that we see in the world. Right? If something is whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. And forgiveness truly is the key, and this will help you bring in a more liberated, meaningful life. No matter what method you do to forgive, to let go, to shed this role of victimhood, right? Cutting the ties that bind you to this destructive story, and release the pain so you can move into the lesson it offers. All right, let's get a couple. We're gonna go with the After Tarot. Got the Ten of Pentacles here. There's a pathway opening to abundance, but something here about getting out of your own way, out of your own. There could be some illusions or some kind of mental energy that could be causing some conflict. This is about letting go Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. They got the Strength card. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. Four of Swords. Alright. So there's a choice being presented to you here. Make sure that you go about making any moves, choices, things like this make sure that you do so in a calm, non-impulsive way. Your path to leaving a legacy begins with your own courage, your own strength. Just make sure any moves that you make come from a reasonable, calm, peaceful place. There could be some inner conflict that needs to be noticed at this time as well. A decision. You can call on your guides, call on the entourage of wise helpers, the council. There's a mastery at hand here with number 11. We also have master number 22. So there is some polarities here that you're working with. And lucky number 13. The ghost dance speaks to your past. To your ancestors, to past lives, that there may be you may need to honor your ancestors in some way. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. But when we hold them responsible for all that's wrong with us today, they can haunt us. Right? So honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. And this includes honoring your own past lives. Create a sacred moment at your altar. Light a candle to them. Let their wisdom infuse you. There's powerful healing and medicine being offered here. You're done repeating their tragic stories. Right? Step into the abundance that's offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you. Write a new story for your life. Especially if you've been trapped in a cycle of nostalgia or mourning, grief, or opportunities missed. It's time to make an altar for the ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer some sage, open the windows to release the energy to their destiny, to the wind. The ghost dance in reverse wants you to be wary of getting snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime. The people we love or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. But there's no learning for you there anymore. Stop trying to go back. Number 13, the crow, also came out in reverse. The crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk and to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. So the crow insists that we speak truth and that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation that we find ourselves in. When you speak the truth and practice the truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. And your power to co-create with the truth is universal law. So correct what's untrue in your life without judgment, and let the truth set you free. All right, be sure that you're true to your word this week, collective. The crow arrives. The crow can arrive like in indirect, just as we've convinced ourselves that what we're doing is right and justified. And while this might be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it's not. All right, so look deeply into your heart. Remain alert. Otherwise, you might convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps it's not the highest truth. All right, do not seduce yourself with illusions, collective. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing and commenting, subscribing. Thank you for sticking around until the end. Jump into the comments. Let me know that you were here. Make sure you tap that notification bell if you would like to be notified of upcoming videos. I love you guys.